What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mauricio here with another review, and today we're going to be looking at Newage H45 Firefox, also known as Jetfire. Before we get into the review, let's see what he comes with. And he doesn't really come with much. He has his blaster, nicely sculpted in gray, not a lick of paint, but you know, it's pretty cool. And how he holds it is it just slides in. He's got like a little peg inside his hands. I don't know if you can see the little peg right there. So basically you just make a fist, it slides right in. And that is pretty much for accessories. I do happen to have the box, so if you guys are interested in looking at that, there's that for you, box people. There you go. There you go. And that's the top. And the bottom's the same. Now onto the guy, to this figure. Let's put them all straightened out here. So let's look at this face here. Very nice. Blue paint, silver paint, blue for the eyes, gray and black for to outline the face, so it's not bad. It does have turns all the way around. And it hinges up, so you can look all the way up. The chest, he has this little red paint right there. Translucent cockpit right there. Silver right there. He's got this little gimmick where you can turn this around and put your faction logos on there. So you got that going on, which is pretty cool. It's got 3 sides to it. Nice sculpted detail right here on his chest. Unfortunately, the wings do not articulate, but they are painted nicely. The arms can come out all the way to there, all the way around until they hit the wings. Bicep rotation. He's got a 90, no, he's got more than 90. He's got a double jointed elbow. It's pretty cool because that folds into his arm to allow for the 90. I mean, for the double. Has wrist articulation also. And his hands are on a single pin and they all come out, which makes it look weird, but you have that option. Same for this side. Waist rotation, the backpack starts hitting right here, but you can move it out of the way, even disconnect it right here, so that's cool. He does have an ab crunch, not a lot, but he's got a little bit of an ab crunch, so that's pretty cool. He's got hip skirts that can get out of the way. You can kick out that far. You can kick up that far. And the skirt does go with it, which is pretty cool. Kick back that far. He's got a thigh built in right here. He's got a double jointed knee. So that's pretty cool. It's got nice red paint right here on the hips. Red paint right here. And feet can go up. A little bit back. It's got a rocker, and you have a heel spur. So I noticed that it's got like a double heel spur, so this one limits it up to here, which is the one that I prefer to use, because the other way, if you just, here, let me show you what I'm talking about. There's a little plastic piece inside this die-cast piece, that piece. If you move it out and push it into his foot, it goes further back, but then there's no stability. He likes to fall back on it, so that's why I use this. But you have that option to make them, you know, use more of a lean back kind of look, I guess. So that's what he looks like from the front. That's what he looks like from the side. See how he likes to lean back? That thing stops it right there. He's a little back heavy. At least my copy, he's a little loosey-goosey. This is kind of loose on mine as opposed to this one. This one's a little tighter. My backpack likes to come on tabs constantly, so like I said, the wings don't articulate. They just, wow, they do articulate. I wonder why that is. It wasn't articulating before. All right, well, I guess they do articulate. There you go. That's something I just found out. So you got that going on. These hinge back and forth. You got that metallic blue paint here, white paint right here, the red on the wings. Right here, for some reason, this like candy white paint is not the same as this matte paint right here, or it could just be plastic. But as you can see, it's a little different. But they are releasing an EX version of this, which is completely painted. But it is what it is. So there you go. For that, let's get into some size comparisons. Here is our boy. Just a standard Legends figure to see what the size difference is. Here he is with Prime. See how that looks. Put him right next to him so they can. And here he is with his BFF. See how that scales. And just so you can get like a typical size, how big he is. Here is a Masterpiece Sunstreaker, kind of bigger than him. All right, let's get this guy transformed. All right, first thing we're gonna do is put his hands in all the way in, and they tab right there. Same for the other side. You got that going on. These move. I don't know if I mentioned that, but for transformation purposes, they're gonna go up. These are gonna go in like that. Okay, then we're gonna take this off, just leave it hanging there like that. Then we're gonna come up here and we're gonna separate the arms from the chest. So just stick your trusty spudger right in here and we'll let that go. Same for this side. We'll let that go, and that should just all come back like so. We can leave that for now. We'll work on that in a minute. Next, what we are going to do is pull these little pieces out from the sides like so. I'm gonna pull this piece out like so. We're gonna bring this piece down a little bit because we gotta take the nose out. And that just tabs in. All right, we're gonna leave that like that for a minute. These pieces are gonna hinge out. But before you cross them over, just leave them like that because we are going to put these are on double hinges right here. We're gonna go inside. And this is gonna pop up like so. And while you're doing that, you can start bringing these out. Now make sure they're oriented correctly. These will tab into the sides right here. And then these will tab in right there and right there. So just make sure everything's lined up properly, like so. Now we can go ahead and unfold this. And there's a little slot right there and a tab right there. Again, mine doesn't stay tabbed in all that well, but that's the purpose of it. All right, now we're going to, he does have a girl walk mode. It's dumb, but whatever. So now what we're gonna do is fold these arms in like so. Make sure the pieces of the forearm that you folded in go on the inside. Right now we're gonna fold them up for the time being because we need as much room as possible to work with back here. And we're gonna explode this backpack. So what we're gonna do is just get our spudger and start dividing. Just be careful with the paint. And we're gonna separate all that. The wings, we gotta straighten out like that. All right, now this piece is gonna fold out. It's gonna fold out. That's gonna fold out. And then there's a tab right here that goes into a slot in there, and same for the back. And now there's two tabs here and one tab here that are gonna go right in there and there. Before we do that, this is on the slider. We're gonna separate. There's one, there's two. Just be careful, they do lock into place. These flaps, we're gonna fold in. All right, and then just turn them a little bit because we're gonna do like a whole thing right now. So there's a hinge right up here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this all the way around so it can be flat on the back, and then those little hinges, these hinges right here, or these little flaps right here, are gonna go in through here. So you just go like that, and then you have that going on. All right, and then you can just lean all this back if the feet don't get in the way. Let's straighten out the feet so you can have something to rest on. These pieces that came in, just flatten them out. There's like a little slot for them that fits right there. The hands come in and then come down like that. And then the backpack encompasses this whole thing. And you just put all that together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. All right, now the feet. Let's give you a little. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna pull down the heel spurs, tuck them inside the foot, move the foot out of the way. This is gonna flip up like that. Once it's at this angle, straighten out your foot, put it inside, tab, slot, This is gonna collapse, combiner war style, as they say in the game. And we're gonna keep that. That's one leg done. Same for the other side. Straighten out the foot. Use that rocker. Flip this up. Straighten this foot out. Turn it inside. Tab it in. Combiner wars the leg. You can tab this two together now. Now what you're going to do is put these two in here, like so. And then this goes up, this goes up. Like so. Now we're going to straighten out the wing, one side, and then underneath there's a little flap that flips out. Same for this side, out and out. And then you can fix this how you wish, like so. And then you pull out your landing gear. Like so. And then you take your gun and you put it in that slot where the screw is. And there is Newage Jetfire in his alt mode. So it's not bad. He's got this little gimmick where this opens up. And that's about it. Again, this likes to come on tab for me. I don't know why. But overall, it's not a bad little Jetfire. I believe it's bigger than the Newage version that's coming out. But not bad. He's got that red paint that we discussed on the chest. He's got little silver paint right there on each side. We've discussed the white paint and the blue paint already, how this doesn't match up here with the white. He's got the gunmetal for the thrusters back here. He's got this little faux cockpit at the bottom. So that's what he looks like from the top. That's what he looks like from the side. And from the bottom. Well, it's landing gear state. Now it doesn't roll. They're fake wheels. So there you go. Let me get you somebody to compare it to. So that's what he looks like next to Starscream, and these freaking wheels kind of suck. See how the difference is between them two. Alright, let's get Starscream out of here. And let's get him back into robot mode. So we're going to take out the gun. If your wheels haven't already popped in, pop them back in. What are we doing? The feet. So just tilt them like that. Tilt these down. And you're going to have to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Like so, and like so. And then there's a tab in the knee right there. That's going to go in a slot up there. So just make sure that goes inside. Same with the other side. Alright. Then this is gonna unpeg from the foot. Foot comes all the way to the side. This comes all the way around. Tilt that around. There's one foot done. Same for the other side. This goes up. Foot goes out. All the way around. This tab's right there. You're gonna turn that out. Boom. Now to get these heel spurs, it's kind of hard getting them this way. So I go in through the top right here. Just stick something in there. And they pop out. And that's one. That's two. And there you have all the feet all done. Now we're gonna work on this backpack. So we're just pick a slot and start untabbing. I should have done the wings first. Wings, this side folds in, this side folds up. Same for this side, in and up. All right. Make sure these wings are straight for the time being. And we're gonna make sure the arms come up like so. And then we're gonna unfold this. Remember how we put these in? Same thing's gonna happen here. So we're just gonna unfold this all the way around like so. And now we got that. And turn this around. Open these up. Pull these out. Close that. Close that. This is going to collapse inside like that. These are on the sliders right here. Just slide them in. Just be careful. And they should lock into place. All right. Now you can tab these two together. Like that. And now you got your small book backpack right there. Boom. I was about to say book bag. Alright, now we're going to start on this part up here. So what we're going to do is on tab from right here. And this can just fold in. Keep that like so. The nose cone all the way in. You can untab this. Just leave it hanging right there because we're going to unfurl these again. And we're going to leave them like that. Again, we're going to lift this up and make it straight. So we can put that there. And this folds right in. These right here come inside. These are going to tab in right here on the side. There's a tab right here. And it's going to go right here. There's one. And there's two. Now the arms. You're going to open them up. There's two tabs right there. One here, one here. They're going to go in there. One's here and the other one's there. And then there's tabs right here on the side that are going to go in there. And just tab. All right, and then there are two tabs back here that are supposed to tab on the book bag. They don't, so good luck with that. They just sit on there. I wish they were a little bit longer. What else do I need to do? The hands. Grab that. Flip that up. Flip that up. I'm sorry if I'm not on frame. My apologies. Right here in the forearms, you can flip these down, flip these out. The shoulder pads, they flip them down like so. Make sure his fists are closed. So you can slide his gun right in there. All right. And there you go. I gotta put Kiki on this guy. A little loosey-goosey for my taste. But there you go. That is the review for Newage Jetfire. Hopefully you guys like it. I don't know if this is the guy you'd want to get. You guys are holding out for the EX version. Holding out for the Macross version that they're releasing. The Magic Square one is available for purchase right now also. So, which one will fit in your collection? Let us know in the comments. If you have any questions, again, drop them in the comments. And see you next time. Thanks for watching. Laters.